What the fuck? This is usually what you use when you want to solve for an x on the top, solve for the cross on the top. You put the front over there, then you do this RU, R prime, U prime trigger, turn the front back. This is sort of one of the fishies. I always think it's swimming down to one side. So you put the yellow side towards you from whichever way it's swimming, and then you pull it out. You pull the front corner out, move it over, and then you put the front corner back in. This is just the reverse. This one is like the T, where you move it to the front and you do the RU, R prime, U prime trigger, but you do it twice because doing it once would give you the T. Doing it twice solves the corner. This is just the reverse. This one's like the T, but it's a P. Bring the chunk to the side, and then R prime, U prime, and then put that chunk back. This is just the reverse to the left. This one's like the P, but you do it twice. Move the front over, and then 1, 2. This one is like 2 of those T's in a row. You hold this piece so that's in the middle, and then there's the 2, and you just sort of swivel the front so that it doesn't break that pair. And then you go back, and then you see it's a T. You can turn it, or you can rotate it. T. Just the reverse of the previous one. With this one, you can have the thing slashing upward with a single dot on top, double, and then single. Single dot on the top, reverse of the previous. Single, double. That was the single, and then it's like a P. With this one, you have an L shape, but it's a double and a single. So put the single at the top, double in the bottom. You break the double when you pull this pair out, do a little regular trigger, and then you put it back in with the double. So take it out, put it in with this trigger in between. Reverse of the previous one. single on the bottom, double on the top. So this top corner you're going to pull down. And then you can do the this trigger, RU, R prime, U prime, and you restore the front, and you restore the back by putting it in. Reflection of the previous one. This is kind of a take it out and put it back in, but note that they are separate. Because they are separate, you're going to take it out separately, but put it in together. Take it out. There's the finishing of taking it out, putting it back in together. Just like the previous one, it's a take it out and put it back in, but since they are not apart, they are actually together, you're going to take it out together. Put it in separately. With this one, it's kind of like the T case where you have the single dot and the full line, so just think about that. And with that case, you do a front, you do R, U, R prime, U prime, but instead of restoring, you will bring this up first, and then you restore, and you see it just sort of adds this messed up thing, which you put back in. This one's nice. You just take the back out, and you sledgehammer the front, and you restore the back. This can be done as two fishes, but it's better to do this longer one. So it's a double turn, bottom to the right. Then you take this little pair out to the side twice, bring it up, bottom to the side, twice, down. With this one, I think about taking the bottom corner out and then putting it back in. Take it out, and then sledgehammer it back in. This is just analogous. It's like a T, but a thicker top. So you kind of just take the corner out and then you put it back in. This one's just like the previous one, except you do the last move first, which is this corner, this side turn. And then everything is the same. Take the corner out, put it back in. With this one, you're just taking a corner out and putting it back in, but you're being indecisive. Take it out, but then you do. With this one, I take the back corner out, move it over twice, then I take the front corner out and move it over so they're safely to the side. Then I put the back corner back in so that it lines up, and then I put the front corner back in, lines up with the white. Here you have a big dot and a small dot. You want to flatten it out with a sledgehammer. So you take, I don't know, you just move the front, you move the little dot to the front in this weird way. You sledgehammer it, and then you put it back. A bit like the previous one, you have a dot, you want to sledgehammer it twice. Take it out, sledgehammer, move this back over, sledgehammer. With this one, there's a single dot right here. I feel when you move the middle, you extend the nose. It's like a longer nose, and then you do this R prime. And you do this sort of standard trigger. Restore the bottom by moving it up, and then you just sledgehammer this back in. Upside down W, where the two are together. This is the corner you're going to take out. Sledgehammer. Just the reverse of the previous. Take the front corner to the back, but not all at once. Instead, you do it in a broken way. Sledgehammer. Bring the top back over to the corner. Sledgehammer again. This one's not like the previous one, where there was a single dot in the front. Instead, there's three. So instead, turn that to the top. We're going to do a front, and then bring this front corner back, restore, and then bring that back corner over here, sledgehammer. Two single dots in this corner. You're going to sledgehammer twice. And then the trigger kind of R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. Symmetric case of the previous one. This one's like the fish, except this side with these two together, this chunk, you're going to take up the chunk, and then just sort of like you would do with the fish, but at the end you put the chunk back down. Symmetric of the previous one. If you do that fish thing, you'll actually create this case. So really, this is just that fish done backwards. Just a reflection, you're breaking this pair. You're going to move the chunk back, but you're breaking the pair. This one's kind of like the cross case where you have the four yellow dots on the side. Or with that one, you took the back out, put the back in. But with this case, you're just taking the front out and you're kind of indecisively putting it back in. Just a reflection of the previous. This is the non-symmetric line. You hold it to the full side, is the complete side's on your right, pull out the bottom corner, and then you move the right up, move the bottom two over, move the right up again, move the top over, and then restore. With this one, you're taking this corner, put it into this corner, we're doing a half turn and then putting it back. This one's kind of nice and symmetric. So you're going to hold this in the upper left corner, it's triple, double. So you're going to go down here. This is complete. This is not complete. So you're going to go down. Quarter turn, bring the bottom up, full turn, bring the back up, full turn, bring the front back, full turn, restore the back, and restore. This is just a reflection of the previous one, so we're going to go this way. This one's my favorite one. So it's like a spaceship or something. This is complete. This is not complete. So we're going to complete this. So this is the corner that we're going to pull up. Now it feels weird, but you're just going to turn it to this way and just work on the movement. It's really comfortable. 1, 2, 3. Reflection of the previous one. Thumb on here. This one flows pretty smoothly. This is an L, but there's 2 of them. When there's 2, you're going to hold the L upside down. This side is going to come up. So up, and then you're just going to do the movements. Move this front out, this thing out to the side, but instead of turning this down normally, so it restores the bottom, you're going to go extra. And you're going to turn the front back. And that makes the bottom all messed up, so you're just going to fix the bottom by pulling that front corner back out and putting it in. This is a reflection of the previous one. This one is very much like the other cross OLL, where you had same side and they weren't symmetric. So that one you brought the back over, then you bring the front over, and for the previous one you wanted to restore the back by turning this 180 degrees, but instead you're just going to turn it 90 degrees, put it in, it's going to be a mistake. And then you put the front in, and then you just sort of fix the mistake. You can see this back corner, just move the back away so that the front can move up, restore it. This one's kind of nice. You take the front corner out, and then you move it to the back. This is just going to go around the world. Back, over, restore the front, and we want to bring it here, so we're just going to do a prep move, bring it back, trigger. Symmetric around the world. This is the other P case. It's also pretty fun. You bring the right up, double on the bottom. Bring the left up, double on the bottom. And then we're just going to restore this front, move this over, back, over, down. Symmetric case. This one's also kind of nice. Take the front corner out to the top, turn it so you can see the bottom, and we're just gonna move the side over, move the side over, move them back. This one's so rare. It's definitely good to learn last, and I actually just had to look it up again because I never remember it. But it's actually a lot like this single case where you have the single dot on the bottom, and you have to extend the nose. So you do the same thing, and you do the same thing, and you do the same thing. Now before, you used to bring this bottom one up and sledgehammer it in, but you're actually going to bring it up again, and then you're just going to put this chunk back in. Rotate so the cube is, the white is now facing you. Move it twice and sledgehammer. Nope.